Good morning, or more like good afternoon. It's about 12 o'clock here and I am about to head out the door, but I still wanted to stop in and chit chat. It is currently Sunday, so I have the day off work and I'm trying to take it easy. Yesterday was a really nice day, especially writing wise. In the morning, I got to meet up with one of my friends. I've talked about her many times before, but she's the friend where we sit down and do these success evaluations with each other. We're gonna try and do them together about once a month. And I think they're so great because basically what we do is we pick something that we want to recognize was a success. It can be something, it can be anything. It can be something like, getting through a hard time at work or doing this thing that was scary but you did it anyways, or just something you were really proud of, like a piece of artwork you made or something that you're currently working on. And then we ask each other these questions to really break it down, like why we thought this was a success and what challenges did we work through to make this happen. It just helps us recognize that we are having success in the things that we're doing and recognize the accomplishment we've made, because it's so easy to go through your day-to-day stuff and do all these tasks or do all these things and not take the time to really recognize how brave you were or how much of an accomplishment that was for you to be able to do it. I really couldn't think of anything for my success evaluation. I guess I could have done like, starting Camp NaNoWriMo and continuing on with my novel, which I already kind of covered during the last session we had with our success evaluations. But this time I chose to do the editing of my birthday vlog because I really was quite proud of that video, especially the murder mystery section. I thought I did a good job with the music and the kind of silly edits I did. If you've seen it, I hope you enjoyed that section, but if not, please go check it out. You can just fast forward to about the 14-minute mark in the video. If there's anything you've accomplished this month that you think is a success or you want to recognize as a success, feel free to put it down in the comments down below, and hopefully I can cheer you on or someone in the comments can cheer you on. It's really nice to hear about what we're doing in our lives and what we're getting done, even if we don't take the time to recognize it every single day. And that was my little ramble for you about what happened yesterday, but back to the writing. My friend who did NaNoWriMo back with me in 2022, who also completed the first draft of a novel, came over yesterday to have one of our little writing meetings. We are trying to encourage each other to keep writing, so it was really nice to get the chance to sit down with her and just really dive into how we're doing this Camp NaNoWriMo and what our plans are and what our plans are for our novels going forward and how we can cheer each other on. And it was just really refreshing. It's really nice to get a reminder of what we're doing and where we're going with our novels, how we're feeling, our insecurities. I think we definitely both agreed that it's so awesome that we are both sticking with our novels and continuing with it, and we're going to see them through to the end, which we are. We are going to hold each other accountable for that. And also just sharing our struggles. One thing we both feel like we're kind of reaching a point is we have all these doubts about certain things we've included in our novels, whether or not they're working, or any gaps we can't identify for ourselves. And it's kind of this thing where it's like we don't know what we don't know. Like I was saying, I don't know if I'm showing enough of these relationships in my novel or if I've done a good enough job of progressing them. So we kind of came to the conclusion that once we're both done this Camp NaNoWriMo and we've made the edits to our manuscripts that we feel that we need, we're definitely both going to send it to each other and have these questions addressed by an outside reader, which I think is just going to be super helpful because, like I said, you don't know what you don't know, and sometimes having an outside perspective can really help you with identifying the things you may be missing and also identifying the things that you do well. So I'm very excited for that phase, and I know there are a couple other friends who would like to read this next draft of my novel, so I'm very excited to send that off to them. If you are one of those friends watching this now, hi. And then after she left, I just continued to sit out in my garden shed where we were talking earlier and put on my headphones and just get some more editing done. And it was really productive. I don't even know how much time I spent out there editing, but I edited the rest of the chapter I got started on in the previous vlog, and then I did 2 more, which is really awesome. I'm making good progress. So my plans for today are that I am going out with a friend. We're gonna hang out together, get some lunch together, and then I am getting a haircut. Finally, I feel like my hair is in this little bit of an awkward phase where I could either grow it out to keep it long or I could cut it and make it short again. But yeah, it's definitely at the phase where I need to start tying it up because it is very hot outside. I think I am just gonna chop it off to a length where I don't have to worry about tying it up and just let myself be nice and cool this summer. And then afterwards, if all goes well, if we still have time, we are going to go and hang out at a cafe so I can get some editing done and my friend can get some work done. My goal for today is to try and edit at least 2 more chapters. I do have a very busy week ahead and I'm kind of doubting how much time I'll be able to put into editing this week. But yeah, that's the update from me. So I'm gonna head out now and I will see you later. It is me with my brand new haircut. What do you think? I really love it now that I've given it some time to just kind of settle a little bit. It is currently Tuesday now and I didn't get a chance to check in with you on Sunday evening. I was actually out pretty late with my friend, out until like 8:30 or something. By the time I got home, I just wanted to eat dinner, and when I came home, there was a very lovely surprise from my husband waiting for me outside on our deck. He just finished putting up some string lights or patio lights. I'm not sure what you'd call these lights, but hopefully that means we can enjoy more time out on our deck in the beautiful glowy lights. I found the cafe writing sessions with my friend to be very helpful. It's always helpful for me to work beside someone else, whether it's my husband sitting in our office together or, you know, even at work with my coworkers around me. It just helps me focus more. So definitely having her there sitting with me and working on her own thing helped me out a lot. I was able to edit 2 chapters, so now I'm up to 10 chapters. And I also got to do a little impromptu reading to her of the second chapter of my novel, or at least part of it, and she gave me some really good feedback for me to consider about really diving into the emotions that my character may be feeling in the moment and kind of how their emotions will affect their responses to certain things. I really appreciated getting the feedback from her, but at the same time, it's really given me a lot to think about. Just hearing how someone interpreted the scene by itself and the kind of emotions that were going on, I don't think it's conveyed exactly what I wanted it to convey, but I'm hoping I can take her advice and use it to make the chapter a little bit stronger, which is really helpful in this editing phase. It gives me something to kind of keep in my mind throughout the rest of it, considering how emotions affect conversations or even people's thought processes, which I'm not sure I totally considered at the time I wrote my first draft. Definitely, like I said last time, basically for NaNoWriMo, you're trying to get out all your words at once. You're not always considering all the quality and greatness, which I figure is going to come later in this editing process. There's been a lot on my mind recently in terms of my novel and kind of where it's going. So yesterday I actually didn't get any editing done. Yesterday was a Monday. And I find Mondays to be very busy. I'm actually only at work for a couple days this week. I am leaving on Thursday to go on a trip, which I am so excited for. I am going on my first ever road trip down to the States. An exciting time for me. But this vlog is about writing, so back to the writing. So yeah, yesterday I just found myself not in the highest of spirits. I was kind of in quite a sour mood. I think I've been getting stressed about the traveling that is upcoming, finalizing the details for the second trip I'll be taking later this month. Of course, there's a bunch of work stuff I have to try and get done before I leave on my trip. So it just feels like a lot at the moment. But again, I think I was already anticipating this when I said that I was going to be very busy. This morning, I haven't been able to get any editing done. I likely will do the thing where later tonight, if I have time, I will sit down and try to edit another chapter. I think my confidence is feeling a little bit shaken at the moment. I'm gonna continue on with the editing. I think I'm just feeling a little bit shaken confidence-wise because I feel like there's just so many things going on in my life. It's hard for me to like focus and give my novel the attention it deserves, which I did on Sunday, but of course, don't know. I'm also debating whether or not I'm going to take the binder with me on my trip because I think I will have some downtime, but whether or not I want to spend that downtime editing my novel or working on videos or who knows what. I don't think I've ever asked you guys this, but if you're working on creative projects or just anything in general, how do you find, or if you also kind of struggle with your mental health in any capacity, do you find that you tend to put creative projects on like the back burner during these times, or does working on them really help you out? I feel like it's a combination for me. Like definitely if I am feeling stressed about stuff, it does help me to put some time aside to work on my creative projects, but at the same time, it's hard for me to set aside that time to work on the creative projects when I'm stuck in a cycle of feeling stressed about everything. But I still want to show up for you guys and give you the update. So that's all for me this morning. I'm going to finish up my tea and then head off to work, so I will check in with you later. Good morning, happy Wednesday. Again, I feel like the time has just flown by. Yesterday was a very busy day at work, and I'm sorry if I was a little bit rambly yesterday. I do just have a lot of things on my mind leading up to this trip and just getting things ready. So last night I didn't end up doing any editing. By the time I got home, I just wanted to completely relax and unwind and try to get caught up on a few things I needed for the trip. And this morning And these past couple of mornings, I've just been really focused on video editing because I'm trying to get my video ready before I leave tomorrow, but it looks like it won't be done. So I think I either have to spend some extra time on it tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. There's just a lot going on with me, so I'm feeling a little bit Something fun that happened last night is my sister came by to drop off 2 little goodies. I don't know if you know about them, but they are called Sonny Angels, and they are quite a trend right now. They're basically these little baby boy figurines that people like to collect. They are advertised as helping women in their 20s who have careers to find happiness or good luck. And I joke around because all the Sonny Angels that I have 5 of them total now, are all from my sister. I haven't bought one yet for myself. Actually, well, I buy them from my sister, but she's the one who buys them and then gets them to me. So she's kind of like my Sonny Angel supplier. But yesterday she came by to drop off a little cat one that I opened. He's so cute and has a piece of fried chicken. And then I also got this Shiba Inu one. I feel like maybe this isn't so much a writing vlog as me just trying to get through this week of Camp NaNoWriMo, but maybe that's what it'll be. I think in regards to my trip, I think I have reached the decision that I will be bringing my manuscript with me. I may change my mind at the last minute, but I'm thinking it's a good idea. And my camera just ran out of battery. So anyways, I was saying I think I am going to try and bring my manuscript with me. It just feels better to have it close and to have the ability to work on it while I can. And I think in terms of vlogging, I'm going to try and make like a separate travel vlog and then separately show you guys the editing that I've been doing on this trip. Sorry there haven't been too many writing or editing updates from me so far. Like I said, this week is kind of chaotic, so I haven't really found the time to sit down. As tomorrow gets closer and closer, I'm actually getting really nervous about the trip. It is my first time ever doing an extended road trip driving across the border since I got my license. I know it'll be a good challenge for me and I'm so excited to go to my friend's wedding, but that doesn't mean that I'm not still nervous about it. I know, or at least I'm telling myself it'll all be fine in the end. It's just driving is something that gives me a lot of anxiety. Hello and good morning. We are about to head out on our trip, so I thought I would just check in with you to let you know that I am in fact bringing my novel with me. Hopefully I will get some editing time in and I will let you know. So for this portion of the vlog, I will keep you updated on my writing happenings, but if you are curious to see about how the trip goes in general, I will keep you updated in a separate vlog coming very soon. I am feeling very nervous about this drive, but I know it will go well. I'm telling myself it will go well, and we've got everything all packed up, so we are going to get headed out now, and I will check in with you later. Hello, it is much later in the evening now. My husband and I have safely arrived at the hotel. The driving all went smoothly, everything is good. We just got back home from a very delicious dinner at Olive Garden. I am very full right now, so I think I'm just gonna take it easy, maybe squeeze in a little bit of editing tonight. And I also have a nice cup of peppermint tea with me here. But yeah, I think it'll be a nice way to unwind, to get some editing done, and I will check in with you later. Hello, it is the next day now. Last night I ended up just deciding to completely relax and not get any editing done. I figure I'm on vacation, so I don't have to work too hard, but I was just catching up on some YouTube videos last night and just relaxing in this very nice bed. But while I have a few minutes while my husband's in the shower, I'm going to try to squeeze in a little bit of editing. Even if I just do a page, it's better than nothing, and I'm still keeping up with Camp NaNoWriMo. Managed to get in a couple pages of editing done, but I have realized I have now possibly come across the two longest chapters in my book. I remember them just being extremely long and almost a little bit drawn out. There's a lot of stuff happening in both of these. I don't know how to cut them down, or if I should cut them down, or if that's even an option at this point, but I don't know, maybe I will give myself bonus points for editing these next two chapters, but I'm gonna get on with my day and check in with you later. Hello, as you can see, I am back home now, back in my usual space, and I am here to close out this vlog. I apologize, I know that this vlog was a little bit all over the place and not totally focused on writing, but I think that's how I've been feeling this past week. We are approaching the middle of this Camp NaNoWriMo challenge, and honestly, I don't think it's been a huge focus for me, unfortunately, but also I think it was a nice break to get to go on this little getaway with my husband and to just relax and to also celebrate my friend's wedding. And even though I did get a little bit of editing done, I ended up just focusing more on enjoying the trip. We went out to spend a day in Bellingham and then basically just spent our extra time relaxing or doing some shopping. I will be continuing with the editing for this Camp NaNoWriMo, but I'm a little bit unsure of how far I'm gonna get with the editing. I know I keep saying this, but it does feel very overwhelming to be doing it, especially with just balancing work and life and all these other things that are happening. But I'm still gonna try and do it in the evenings or when I have time in the mornings to just do that little bit of editing, because I do want to get ahead in it and make progress, and I have been enjoying reading it and getting involved in it, even though I can get down in the dumps about it sometimes. But I think it's really important to continue working on our creative projects, even though it really sucks sometimes. I'm sure other people can relate to that feeling. And I know that these things kind of like ebb and flow, and we don't always have control about how we feel about our creative projects. So that's it for me for this sort of writing editing vlog, I suppose. I just want to say thank you so much for watching if you have stuck around to the end of this video. I know there was a lot of stuff going on. I really appreciate you being here, and If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like to let me know that you liked it, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe for more videos. There will be more writing videos in the future, more vlogs, and of course the actual travel vlog from my trip. So until next time, see you later. Bye!